when you think about folks who are in a role where they're burnt out or they're really unhappy and they stay in that role, and so many of them say to me, I wish I would just get laid off, Laura, and the choice could just be made for me, right? So there's that end of it, which is having an organization make the choice for you to terminate you in that way. The other side to it is that, especially for those who experience a layoff, to your point around the psychological and the emotional impact of that, because what it comes down to is, do I feel like I failed? Which means, do I feel like I'm worthy, right? I'm not enough. And I think when we're in that mindset, it could be so damaging for us, because that's where the imposter syndrome, the lack of self-confidence comes in. And whether that is based on, you not making the decision, you being laid off, the reframing has to happen of, let's say, as a part of your severance package, you got 8 weeks of paid leave. When else will you have the opportunity to be able to have 8 weeks of paid leave, to be able to do the things that you want to do, and when you're ready, be able to pivot and find a role that's more aligned to you? More often than not, what we end up seeing is people who are laid off find the next whatever available role, and they continue to be unhappy in that role. And the cycle keeps going in this vicious cycle of being unhappy, disengaged, and potentially be laid off again for either performance reasons, or at the end of the day, the corporate cycle now is that layoffs are normal. They are so common, and to recognize that it isn't you, it is a business decision that's based on their own financial findings. That's a very different piece of, you got to separate yourself and the emotion of it with, how do you recenter yourself of what do you want to be focusing on doing? And let's go use this time well, instead of feeling like you're stuck in a mud and that you're feeling stuck in a situation that you're not happy with.